Good morning, my dear boys of class 4. How are you all? I hope all of you are fit and fine by the grace of Almighty, and I am also fine. So, boys, I am your Shravani Miss, and back to you with your English second paper on behalf of St. Gregory's High School and College. Boys, my today's topic is possession, and this is also very easy and included in your syllabus. Okay, and before starting the class, boys, I would like to request you please try to complete your learning within the gap. That means I take 2 classes in a week. Okay, so you have to complete your learning within the gap. So I am uploading this class today. That means you have to complete your learning within Saturday. Okay, then when I will upload another class on Sunday, then you will have to complete your learning before Thursday. Okay, so if you follow these rules, that will be very easy, and before exam that will not be any burden for you for learning English second paper. Okay, so try to learn well, and if you face any problem in understanding, you can let me know in the comment section. Okay, so boys, no more talk about it. Let's go for our today's topic and take out your CW copy, and if possible, try to use color pen like blue or green so that you can underline the keynotes. Okay, so first of all, you have to learn what is possession. The state of having, owning, or controlling. So you can write like this: possession means the state of having, owning, or controlling. Or you can write something that is owned or possessed. Okay, so these are the definition of possession. So possession means something that is owned or possessed, or something is under your control, or something belongs to you. Okay, so there are lots of things that belongs to us. That's why we have to use this possession. Okay, so to show the belongingness of something, we use possession. Again, I am repeating, to show the belongingness of something to us, we use possession. Okay, so I'm going to show you some examples. Okay, first of all, in the first picture you can see that this is Natasha's skirt. So that means this skirt belongs to Natasha. Okay, so I think drawing a skirt is difficult. That's why you have to write here examples. Then you will write this is Natasha's skirt. Okay, so I have used here 2 colors. Okay, first one is blue and another is red. So if you want to use 2 colors, you can use it for making the note more impressive. Okay, so first example is this is Natasha's skirt, and that means the skirt belongs to Natasha. So another meaning of this is the skirt is in possession of Natasha. Okay, so to show belongingness, we use the possession. Okay, then example number 2, this is Nikki's cat. So here you can see that Nikki's cat means the cat belongs to Nikki. Okay, so here I have used Nikki's cat. Okay, so to show the belongingness of the cat to Nikki. Okay, then picture number 3. So you can see there is a picture of a boy. Okay, so here is written this is Dan's photograph. So these photographs belongs to dance. So to show some belongingness to someone, we use the possession. Okay, so I think now you are clear what is possession. Okay, so this is dance photographs means the photographs belongs to dance. That's why we have to use possession to show the belongingness of something to someone. Okay, now I'm going for another topic. Another example, that is this is Tom's hat. So the hat belongs to Tom. So to show the belongingness of something, we use possession. Okay, so I'm giving you some time for writing it. This is Tom's hat. Okay, so I think that you have written it. Now look at these sentences. An apostrophe is used to show possession or belongingness. So to show the possession or belongingness, we use an apostrophe. Okay, so examples are, first of all, here I have written this is Natasha's skirt. Then this is Tom's hat. Then this is Dan's photograph. Then this is Nikki's cat. So boys, I have repeated the examples again, so you need not write these examples again, okay, as you have already written the examples. So now just look and listen, okay. So here you can see that I have used here apostrophe s, okay. So when there is only a comma, that means an apostrophe, and if I use an s with this, that becomes an apostrophe s, okay. So to show the possession or belongingness, we use apostrophe, okay. As Natasha, Tom, Dan and Nikki are singular, that's why I have used here s, that means apostrophe s. When the noun will be plural, the rule will not be same, okay. I am going to show you later. First of all, you learn that when the nouns are singular, that means Natasha, Tom, Dan, Nikki, so they all are singular. That's why when the singular nouns are singular and we want to show the possession of these nouns, we have to use apostrophe s, okay. So this is Natasha's skirt, this is Tom's hat, this is Dan's photograph, this is Nikki's cat. So to show the possession of the singular number, we have to use apostrophe s, and this is called apostrophe s, okay. Before the s there will be a comma, and that is called apostrophe s, okay. Now again, so boys, you need not write these examples, but you will write this sentence, okay. So an apostrophe is used to show possession or belonging, so you have to write this in your copy, but you need not copy the examples again and again, okay, as the examples are same. Now I am going to show you another thing. So here I have used the same examples again, okay. So here is written, we add an apostrophe to a noun to show ownership. So now it is clear that we use apostrophe s to a noun to show ownership. So examples are same, like this is Natasha's skirt, that means the skirt actually belongs to Natasha, so Natasha is the owner of the skirt, okay. Then this is Tom's hat, so Tom is the owner of the hat. Then this is Dan's photograph, Dan is the owner of the photograph. Then this is Nikki's cat, so Nikki is the owner of this cat, okay. So here is written the same thing, that we add an apostrophe s to a noun to show ownership, okay. So why do we use possession? We use possession to show the ownership and also to show something that is belong to someone, okay. So here in this sentences you will just write this one, okay. We add an apostrophe s to a noun to show ownership, okay. You need not copy the examples again and again, you will just write this sentence, okay boys. Okay, now going for next one. Okay, so here again I have used the same examples. Actually boys, I have used the same examples for your better understanding, okay, so that you may find out the difference, okay. Now again there is written, a noun that shows ownership or relationship is a possessive noun. So I have already told you that a noun that shows ownership or relationship is a possessive noun. So when I will write this is Natasha's skirt, this is Tom's hat, or this is Dan's photograph, or this is Nikki's cat, that shows the ownership, okay. So a noun that shows ownership or relationship, that is a possessive noun. So in this part you will just write this one, okay. A noun that shows ownership or relationship is a possessive noun, okay. Okay, then I am going for the next one. I hope you can write it down, okay. I know that you take some time for writing, so for writing the notes you can just pause my video, okay, because if I just stop saying and if I just give you time for writing, then my video will be a long video, okay. That's why when you will copy these sentences or when you will copy my note, you have to pause my video, okay. Just pause it and then write it, okay. Then I think that will be easy for you, okay. Then there is another example. Okay, so in the dish you can see that this is a dish of cat. Okay, so here I have written the cat's dishes. Okay, so a possessive noun always comes before the noun that belongs to it. So what is written here, boys? A possessive noun always comes before the noun that belongs to it. So here is the cats and here is the dishes. So here is written that, so here cats is a possessive noun and it comes before the noun that belongs to it. That means that dishes belongs to the cats. Okay, so this possessive noun will come before the noun that belongs to it. This is very easy. Actually, this is not very important, but you just can remember that the possessive noun always comes before the noun that belongs to it. So here the cat's dishes means that dishes belongs to the cats. So the cats, that means the possessive noun, comes before this noun to show the possession. Okay, and the dishes also belongs to these cats. Okay, and belongs and possession is same. Okay, so boys, here is written just the possessive noun comes always before the noun that belongs to it. So here dishes belongs to these cats and cats is a possessive noun and dishes are the things that belongs to the cats. Okay, then here I have written for singular nouns. Okay, so here you can see that is written we add an apostrophe s to make a singular noun possessive. So I have told you that when the noun is singular we will use apostrophe s. Okay, so here cat means only one cat, that's why that will be cats. Then boy means only one boy, that will be boys. Then Tom means only one Tom, so that will be apostrophe s, that means Toms. Okay, so we add an apostrophe s to make a singular noun possessive. So you have to write it down in your copy. Okay, again I am saying, boys, if you want to write my note you have to pause my video, then you can write it, because if I give you time for writing then my video will be a long video and you will be bored about it. Okay, now the example. So in the picture you can see that there is a witch. Okay, so the witch's broom. So this is the broom of the witch. Okay, so the witch's broom. Here the witch is singular, that's why I have used here apostrophe s. So you have to remember that to show the possession of singular number, again I am repeating, to show the possession of singular noun you have to use apostrophe s with that noun. Okay, then this is for plural noun. Okay, we add only an apostrophe a. Sorry boys, you can see that we add only an apostrophe, not s. Okay, to make a plural noun ending in s possessive. So what is the meaning of this sentence? Here is written we add only an apostrophe. Okay, so not apostrophe s, only apostrophe, to make a plural noun ending in s possessive. So when the noun will end with an s, okay, and they are also plural, you will just use an apostrophe. No need to use the apostrophe s. Okay, so here you can see there is boys. So boys ends with an s and this is also plural, that's why there will be just a comma. Then dogs. Dogs ends with an s and this is also a plural noun, that's why that will be a comma. Then girls. So girls ends with an s and as there is an s you will just put a apostrophe. No need to put any apostrophe s again. Okay, so you have to remember that when the plural noun end with an s you will just put an apostrophe. No need to put any apostrophe s. Okay, okay, so example. So the witch's broom. So here you can find out the difference. In the first picture there was only witch, but in the second picture you can see there are two witches. So here the witches ends with an s at the last of the word we have found an s and they are plural, that's why you will just put a comma to show the possession. Okay, no need to bring here apostrophe s. So you will write here the witch's broom. Okay, so another information for you, we add an apostrophe s to a plural noun that does not end in s to make it possessive. That means when the noun will be plural but there will be no s and at the end of the sentence, then you will put an apostrophe s like the singular noun. Okay, example, you can see that the deer's antlers. Okay, so deer ends with what? Ends with r. Okay, not the s, and we know that deer is plural, so you have to use here an apostrophe s. So boys, what is the point? The point is when the plural noun end in s, you have to put just an apostrophe, but when the plural noun end or doesn't end with the s, okay, you will just put an apostrophe s. Again I am showing the example. Okay, so in the sentence or in the example, you can see that this plural noun end with an s, that's why I have put here just an apostrophe. Okay, but you know that the plural form of deer is also deer, so here deer has not ended with an s, that means there is r at the end of this word, that's why you have to put an apostrophe s here. Okay, so remember it, when there is singular noun we will use an apostrophe s, and when there is plural noun we will not use an apostrophe s if the word end with an s, and if the word doesn't end with an s and if the noun is also plural, we will use apostrophe s. Okay, there are more examples for you. First one is a children's film. So we know that when the noun is plural, we will use an apostrophe without apostrophe s. Okay, but when the plural noun doesn't end with an s, that means you will go for the noun. Okay, and you will look at the end of the noun. So here children is the noun, but children ends with an n, not s, as it doesn't end with an s, that's why you have to put here an apostrophe s. Okay, then again so here is written the women's magazine. So you can see that women doesn't end with an s, that means at the end of the word you will not find an s, that's why you will use apostrophe s, but if there is s you will just use an apostrophe, not the s. Okay, but I hope I am clear about it because I have tried my best to show the things. Okay, so if you just listen to me carefully, you can find out where you will not use apostrophe s and where you will use only apostrophe. Okay, so boys, this is all for today. I'm going to give you some book work, and before that you have to remember one more thing, that is for things, places and ideas we use of to show the possession. That means when the things will be non-living things, we will not use apostrophe s. Okay, for non-living things we will use of to show the possession. Examples, the leg of the table. So you can't say the table's leg, as they are non-living things, you have to use of. Okay, then example number 2, the capital of Spain. So you can't say Spain's capital, you have to say the capital of Spain. So boys, for non-living things, that means the things, places or ideas, we have to use of, not apostrophe s, to show the possession. Okay, so I think this is all for you, and this is all about possession, and this is your book work. Okay, so this is page number 21 and page number 22. You have to do all exercises. Okay, and boys, one more thing I am saying, that to write properly my note, you have to pause my video, then you have to write it. Okay, because for giving you time, my video will be a long one. That's why I am trying to say you slowly, but you know that it is difficult. That's why you have to pause my video, then you have to make the notes. Okay, so I have given you bookworks here, page number 21 and page number 22, all exercises. You have to do all of this, and there is a thank you for you because you are doing very well. And all the parents, I want to thank all of you because you are doing very hard work. Without your support, it is not possible for us to continue the class. That's why a big thank you for the parents and also the students. And I would like to request you, if you face any problem, please let me know. You can call me, or you can knock me in the messenger, or you can knock me in the comment section. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you everyone.